What's up, everybody? I timed that about as perfectly as you could.
You did.
That was impeccable timing. I was going to leave it. I was not going to leave it to any chance that lava was there was going to be a gap in between the intro countdown and the lava with us like with a flash frame of us. So, welcome in, boys. It is currently a 4-man crew waiting on the Biscuit Boys. Jeb is under the weather. It seems to be a summer cold flying around the country, especially the southeast.
I was
victim of it. My wife is now victim of it. It's gone rampant through our school. Steve had it a couple of weeks ago. I think he sent it up to Nashville from Tampa.
Well, too bad I sent it to Becky first and then to Jeb.
Yes. Yeah. However it may be, it got to me. And so I hope that none of you get it because it sucks. It's not one of those like man colds that women like to make fun of us about, where we just act like we're dying. It's legitimate. It legitimately sucks. Yeah. So I don't wish that upon anybody. But anyway, I'm back in the saddle this week, and glad to be back. Glad to have a little normalcy after my mom just passed away. So I appreciate all the well wishes, and I appreciate everyone who's reached out to me. And I don't think they realize how awesome that is that they reached out and how awesome that feels. So thank you to everyone out there that catches wind of this, that wished me anything well, or even thought about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So glad to be back, guys. We got an action-packed show. The season is here. It is.
Smell that.
It is training camp. I consider that in season. That might just be the coach in me, but it is in season is when training camp starts. And so
training camp, it's fall camp. It's fall camp.
Yeah.
We'll call it training camp. Training camp's in the NFL.
Okay.
Yeah. Fall camp.
All right. Clark Lee calls it training camp. So he has an NFL state of mind, which means Vanderbilt's going to win the national championship this year.
Everybody talks about how it's not the fall. You can't call it fall camp. And it's like, oh, okay, you can't call space camp because that's not in space.
Yeah, it's a great point. Yeah, it's a great point. Yes.
Yeah. That is a great point. But I'm just so used to calling it training camp. And because of my new venture, I'm going to have to get used to training camp. Because if you notice the addition to my background right here, Steve's favorite poster. Yeah. Steve, I'm gonna get you one. Get you one of those.
It's very that's a dirty poster.
It is a dirty bird. So there you go. I am the new host of Locked On Falcons Hit. It's official. I can say it now.
Nice.
Signed, sealed, delivered. It's no longer a possibility. It's going to launch on Monday. So I'm very excited about that. First order business is raving about how the Falcons locked up Bijan Robinson, and that was a much needed move that they had to make. So make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, all of that. Search Locked On Falcons Hit. And you can also subscribe to Locked On Falcons if you wish. But also find me at Locked On Vandy too. So, again, we're going to go off the rails. We probably already have. Steve, your favorite topic, LSU's private equity. We'll talk some FPI. But, Steve, there seems to be a quarterback battle going on at Ole Miss to see who's going to back up Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah.
Potentially. I mean, today was an interesting day of practice. They opened up fall camp today, and overall it was pretty interesting. You had Edwin Joseph back to full speed. You had Carius Kern make it back to full speed. That little bit of injuries, a little bit of Caleb Cunningham, there's a concern about him, but there's nothing to really worry about. The thing that stuck out to me, and if you watch the Locked On Ole Miss show tomorrow, it's Pete Golding saying over and over again, one game short, trying to be one game better this year, what's going on. And then you just kind of sit back and think about what he actually said. And one more game is the national championship game. So is he really talking about trying to get to that level? So that was kind of the story of day one.
Yeah, and for Vandy, it was just trying to figure out what QB1 looks like. And right now, both guys are very inconsistent. So really just kind of the same place you were. All is equal, you're going to start Jared Curtis. And the talent's undeniable. Every report that I read, and this is because Vandy won't credential me. I can't go to practice anyway because this thing called school and my job gets in the way a little bit. But I heard one observation of Jared Curtis's arm described as this: when he hits a receiver in the chest, it sounds like a gunshot. He's throwing the ball so hard. And every time they talk about him, the offensive coordinator, Tim Beck, he rips the seam ball in there. He can rip vertical balls, and just everything. Like, it's so descriptive when they talk about Jared Curtis. That's the biggest clue to me. Like, coaches don't usually get that descriptive if they don't absolutely love you.
Yeah,
and the way they talk about him is like their prodigy child.
Yeah, the thing that they have to look out for, though, is he is a true freshman. He is from Nashville Christian, and for people that don't know, that's a 1A academy in the Nashville area. Good football, not great like Baylor School and McCallie and all those guys, but he can be fooled. He can be got this year.
He did beat
that. I think that. Well, didn't a lot of teams beat Innsworth last year?
Not last year. I think they were pretty good.
Oh.
Like a few years ago, yeah, everybody was beating them. But last few years, they've been pretty good.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I mean, Nashville Christian, like I said, decent team, but they're not the highest level classification of academy ball like Baylor, McCallie, and Brentwood Academy and all of those guys.
Yeah, that's true.
But my point is he's a true freshman in college. He hasn't seen sophisticated defenses. He can get got, and that's why this is even a quarterback competition to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely, and those concerns are there, and that's one of the quarterback battles in the SEC that everybody, that's one of the battles everybody's paying attention to. I mean, Jake, your battle down in Tuscaloosa has got everybody's attention right now. It's Keelan versus Austin Mack, but before we get to that, Jake, just last point on Jared Curtis. Yeah, he made some freshman throws, but so did Berlowitz, and Berlowitz is a fifth-year senior. So what do you do? It's like what do you? How do you go? How do you move? And Mike, you and I both know that we have a super fan.
Oh, he would have loved what Steve just said. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I just muted Boss Man because you could hear Corey when Corey was talking.
Yeah.
I
was like, what is going on?
Was throwing me off. That's why I was like, da-da. I sounded like a 1920s announcer. But Jake, when it comes to the Alabama quarterback battle, Keelan Russell, is he still in the driver's seat, or are they thinking Austin Mack, or like what is the thought process there?
Yesterday, Coach DeBoer, when he was asked about the quarterbacks, he mentioned that both of them had a very good day and there were some explosive plays made, but he didn't say who that quarterback made their explosive plays. So I think both of them right now are neck and neck. And, I think it's probably going to go into the first game of the season. And then you probably need to figure out by Kentucky on the starting quarterback. But I was on our show the other night. I kind of made comment. I would like to see it within like maybe 10 days before the first game to have that quarterback, so you can start getting some continuity between your offensive linemen and your receivers. Because if you're mismatching your quarterbacks, I mean, they're both talented, but just having that togetherness it will play huge come season. So you want to get that nailed down, I feel like, in fall camp before you start the season playing two quarterbacks.
Yeah, by the way, they just had Luke Kuechly on TV. It looks like he is all about selling you some insurance.
They had Haynes King in there for the Panthers.
Yeah,
so he just
love that
field. Yeah. So, former Aggie. So speaking of Aggies, what's going on in Texas A&M land? It seems like we not sure really what the storyline is there. I guess replacing the two coordinators, but what does that look like practice-wise or storyline-wise?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. There's a couple things that you can count on in life: death, taxes, and Boss Man being late. But
You were
I'm sorry.
You were prepping your guest calendar.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah.
We're working on a lot right now, which is partly why I just completely lost track of time. And then I saw this thing go live, and I was like, I have to go sit down right now for this show.
Yeah.
I was like, I have another show I got to work on. I gotta get to my desk. But in terms of A&M, so there's a couple things. Yeah, the coordinators are a huge thing. The defensive coordinator obviously doesn't matter that much. It's Lyle Hemphill. He was promoted from an analyst. He was at JMU previously. He's an Elko guy. Him and Elko have known each other for a long time. Elko's calling the defense, though. So it's an Elko defense. Elko's going to have his hands all over that. He's calling it when it's on the field. On the other side, it's Holman Wiggins, who is taking over for Colin Klein, who took the job at Kansas State. And Holman Wiggins, yeah, Jake, you know him well. He was the wide receiver coach at Bama under Saban. He has a lot of good experience, and he's a hell of a recruiter. I mean, he's crushed it in recruiting. Players love him. So, but this is his first time ever calling plays, at least in a full-time role. He has called plays before, but for like a game. So
yeah, right.
So I'm excited to see what it looks like. I think there's going to be some tweaks to this offense. I think it's going to look very similar to Colin Klein's last year, but I expect a couple of wrinkles in there that Holman throws in. I expect him to run the ball a lot more, to try to establish the run. At least it seemed like Colin Klein abandoned it a little bit last year. And especially it got a little bit difficult when Le'Veon Moss went down. He was injured kind of off and on all season last year. And when he was gone, Reuben Owens filled in, and he was okay in spurts. But you have a pretty deep running back room this year, and I'm excited to see what he does with that, along with the fact that he's got a big-bodied wide receiver in Isaiah Horton coming over from Bama. So it's going to be interesting.
So that's one of the more intriguing teams for me, boss man, is just trying to see what they're going to, going to see kind of what they're going to be, because preseason top 10, like, big expectations, but there's certainly a lot of those question marks on the board still.
Yeah, it was funny. So I was looking. I got to find this. I had this stat the other day, but we did our Texas A&M Biscuit Index last night. And so, it's all fresh on my mind. But when we do that, we go through the last 5 years just to kind of get a snapshot of what's been going on over the in the program. And I think there has been 3 times in the last 5 years where A&M started in the top 6 and ended the year not ranked.
Dang.
So I'm a little bit worried that that's one of these years, but the only thing that I'm relying on is the fact that I think the roster's in a much better place than some of those previous anybody.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, Quincy Rhodes is the other one. That's the
I
only
do
name
like
I know.
Ramsey. Their old coordinator is very interesting to me, because he was with Silverfield at Memphis. He actually was at Marshall. We didn't overlap, but he was here before. But he was a Chip Kelly disciple who was at Nevada, where Chris Alt invented the pistol offense.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there was one other.
Chris Alt, dude.
There was he was with Kelly Alt, and there was one other place where Cramsey. I was like looking at the guys he coached under. I was like, well, that's pretty impressive. Casey Keeler when they were at Sam Houston State. So that's another top-notch coach. Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's a very interesting career path, and boy, will he have his work cut out for him looking at that O-line this year.
Yeah.
Jake, I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to just brought it up. It's a good transition about the offensive line. Boss man, A&M and Alabama both have some offensive line issues that we gotta take care of. So, on your end, how's the offensive line shaping up so far early on in camp for you guys?
Well, it's looking good. I mean, in fact, I said this last night on our show, is that if there's one position that you really want coming back, right? If you just got to pick one along the offensive line, it's center, right? You want somebody with some continuity and snapping the ball, have some chemistry with the quarterback. A&M's center's coming back in Mark Naboo, so that's a good place to start and to build around. But on the other side, then it's some guys who have a lot of talent, have a lot of potential, have the frames to be really good, but at their previous stop, maybe it was them, maybe it wasn't. We'll see. So out of camp, it looks good. These guys are big. You know, you got Tyree Adams, I think is his name, Cohen Eccles from LSU, Trovon Ball's a big kid from South Carolina, and then
he was
the
a
guy
Gamecock best lineman last year.
Okay, there you go, Wilkin Formby. So, Trovon Ball, we're hearing good things about him, and we'll see how the whole thing meshes. To me, it's kind of like, in a sense, it goes back to the Trust Elko thing, and there's a trickle-down effect from that. Him hiring Adam Cushing has been a fantastic offensive line coach over the last 2 years. And so, hey, this is his biggest project yet, and I just trust in Adam Cushing to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we make of South Carolina? I know there's some pressure there a little bit with Kendall Briles coming in and Lenore Sellers, and what are we thinking there?
So they were late. Today's day one, like it is for most teams. They were a late practice, so we really don't know anything about how day one went yet. But we know that most of the team is healthy. That's about it. You know, we did jokingly make the case about the transfer tackle from NC State. You know, he rolled his ankle playing 3-on-3 volleyball. It actually does look like he's going to be healthy and good to go. Which is obviously massive. But beyond that, the D-backs are going to be good. They always get a lot of turnovers. It's kind of one of Clayton White's things. But there is a potential that all 5 of the starting linemen are first-year guys that transferred from somewhere else last year.
Ooh,
so
they,
other than Bow, that's probably a good thing because they were garbage up front last year.
That's a good point.
And we've all talked. I know Steve mentioned this last week. Lenore Sellers and Kendall Briles could be.
Yeah. We had Marler on our podcast. So we started this thing called Extra Biscuits, which is just basically we only have our hour-long show, once a week. And so we wanted to do more outside of that. So we're starting to record some of these and post them. Our first guest was Chris Marler, Locked On Vandy. Steve, you know him well. You guys know him. So
Locked On Gamecocks.
Sorry, Locked On Gamecocks. What did I say?
Yes,
yeah.
Vandy.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know. It's because you're the more famous one of the two. So that's at the top of my mind.
Hey,
yeah.
That's a great
recovery. What a shout out, Corey.
I love it.
We're like, we still got to remember that he's on that side and, coming after the QB.
Alabama's in a similar situation with Deontay Pierre on that. We've got to have somebody else, like a Devin Tompkins or Terrence Green, somebody else to get pressure on the quarterback kind of consistently. That way, Deontay Pierre is not getting double teamed. Because right now, he's the biggest threat to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, let me change the subject.
I would say one thing. The other edge I think will help. Caleb Herring transferred from Tennessee. Pretty good edge.
Tom Hart.
Tom Hart.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Who's the sideline?
Yeah.
Cole Kubelik.
Cole Kubelik.
Oh, Kubelik. Yeah.
I thought that crew was great.
I did too.
To me.
I talked to Cole Kubelik at SEC Media Day. Because if everybody remembers what was going on, he was completely laying the groundwork to do what he did to LSU at Auburn, like making fun of.
Okay, these are I'm looking up the broadcast teams, and Tom Hart, Roddy Jones, and Quint Kesnich is where he went.
It's not moving the needle for me. Not gonna lie.
No. They broke up a crew for this. Like it's random, just put them everywhere.
That's feeling like ESPN2 at 4:00.
Listen to this crew:
Yeah.
Roy Philpott, Brock Osweiler, and Cherie Burris is his play-by-play guy, and Tori Petrie is the sideline.
Okay,
that feels like SEC Network at 4:00.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. West Durham, Max Brown, Madison Fitzpatrick. That's the ACC network.
Yeah, ACC primetime.
Nobody cares.
Roxy Bernstein.
Ooh, Roxy.
It's a dude. Dave Colson.
Who names a dude Roxy? Warned your daughter about.
Uh-oh.
What is going on?
We hit Bossman. There we go. Yeah.
I was getting tripped out by that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's great.
There's a 4-man crew. That might be the Spanish Network. ESPN
Yeah,
report
hey,
this.
Athletes Forum.
Are they putting Booger on to tell us the water's wet anywhere?
I don't see him. He's probably back on Monday Night Football.
He was
He's
the
in there.
first round of him and Marcus Spears was the first round of SEC Network people that got promoted.
That's right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, your favorite.
Yeah.
Lead us
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I love that. That is gold.
Oh man. That's too funny.
Athletes Forum. You will really like our thumbnail today.
Oh, definitely will. Yeah.
Just so you know.
I think their coach made an interesting comment in today's press conference.
It's outside at like 8 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah, that's when Alabama win, I think.
So if you read today's practice report, if you're worried about how quarterbacks throw a ball that's covered in dew, it might be a little iffy.
Well, it's Vanderbilt. They're used to balls being covered in dew.
With their Jefferson Pilot.
When is that game?
That game is in week
October
7. It's
7th.
October's.
And
Yep,
it's
October 17th.
it's off of Mississippi State's bye as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, because if you look at
His wife.
I like the whole thing is like hey, the new bath mats came in and there's a rapist on the lookout. So what? Ignore that. Well, don't ignore that. If you're in that area, walk in pairs.
Yeah.
Okay. I got another guy's question that's related to college football for you guys. So one of my favorite lines from that movie is at the start when what is it like Highsmith and Dansby or whatever their names are, The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're on top of the building and they both look at each other and like aim for the bushes, and then they just jump off the building and they hit the concrete.
September, they can play well and go 2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly A&M's the same way. I mean, look, if your quarterback gets hurt at most schools, it's going to be a problem. But A&M, hey, we're feeling good. I think optimistic. We know the schedule's really rough in those last 4 games when you got South Carolina, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Texas to finish. So, you're feeling confident right now. Your roster's in really good shape, but you got enough question marks to also be maybe overconfident and aim for the bushes, fall flat on your face type of season.
Mm-hmm.
The other team who has been consistent lately, but new QB, dinged up running back, maybe Mizzou has a down year. I've always said Drink is kind of recession-proof to me. Like he keeps a high floor. Maybe one year it happens where they have a doomsday and only win 4 or 5 games. I don't know.
Oh,
That'd be interesting. I don't know.
I also think there's a chance Simmons is a top 5 QB in the conference, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's really good.
yeah, that could happen.
By the way, have y'all been paying attention to this FIFA story that's going on?
Yes, I have.
I haven't.
No.
I saw we got our USA head coach back, so
Yeah,
really?
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
He's the most relatable U.S. national team coach we've ever had, and he's Argentinian.
yeah, I love
go.
it.
Oh,
He's just a country dude.
Yeah,
He's totally
But-
embraced America, which
Yeah.
I think that's why I love him. Yeah.
I think-
This is a power grab by Europe just to try and keep control of what's going on in soccer because FIFA is trying to move outside of it, and I think this is just a power play.
Yeah.
Very SEC.
Yeah, to heck with him.
We're going to leave the
Yeah.
NCAA,
Well, I think too, in a way, I mean, how it was seemingly all over social media how the Europeans who came over here kind of embraced America, right? They loved it. Like, hey, what our media?
But it would be on the table if some of the things that they're stipulating are not met. But England, being the main one today, said they're not going to support him in his reelection.
Yeah. Nobody in Europe is going to do it. But here,
No.
the thing that they're most mad about, the Europeans, is there's 211 nations in FIFA, and the presidential is one country, one vote.
Yeah,
So,
over half of your
of the
votes are in
200
Africa and Asia.
Yeah, and half
Yeah.
the votes are Africa and Asia. So Europe realizes they've got to get power and change the way things are done, or else they're just completely irrelevant.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm
Hope you
cool
enjoyed
with
your
being
FIFA
irrelevant.
After Dark.
FIFA After Dark.
Yeah, FIFA has 0 SEC championships confirmed. So
Ooh.
None.
who cares?
Yeah,
You know?
England don't. They lost two wars against us. So
If
Yeah.
Auburn wins it soon, do they get credit for Alex Golesh?
Yeah, but Auburn's not going to win
He was
it.
born in Russia.
No, they hate Russia. They absolutely
Right.
they do not get credit for that. Even
Yeah.
though Russia's technically Europe, they hate them.
Okay.
No way. They don't get no credit.
It's funny that Russia is in UEFA and the European Confederation, and they're like 6 miles away from Alaska.
yeah. I mean, you could literally throw a stone and throw a
I
rock.
could
and
see
get
my
whacked
house.
from Russia. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh gosh, that's great.
But it'll be interesting if he what countries back him and what don't when he runs again. I know one of the guys that's going to run against him is in the Sultan's royal family of Bahrain. So clearly there will be no political issues around that guy's family.
Yeah.
No, that's
top
a very
notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody on the Jordan Federation is like, we're being blackmailed. Whatever. It's like, yeah, that's called politics. If you want something, you got to give something.
Right.
It doesn't just happen. And it's ridiculous. The funny thing is, nobody likes their sports more socialist than the United States. Nobody likes their sports more capitalist than the Europeans. And then in real life, it's flipped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Beck's done pretty good tonight, but who's projected to be the starter for Arizona this year, quarterback?
Is that Kyler?
No,
No,
Kyler's
he's with the Vikings.
he's the Vikings, yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh wow.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Who is holding out for a massive contract
He was.
extension?
That's right. Yeah.
I think he's going to hold out too much longer.
I think it's going to be Brissett or Gardner Minshew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Believe it or not, I covered Gardner Minshew when he was a high school quarterback at Brandon High School in Mississippi and playing in the state championship game
Wow.
way back
Okay.
in the day. Yeah.
Okay.
He
I
was
love
good.
Gardner.
Yeah, he was good. And I was like, he's not good. He ended up like going to like Northwest Community College or Troy or something.
He
starting
went
out.
to one of the JUCOs first. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, and he's good, but you didn't see what was going to happen happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
you're
he
right.
went-
Northwest, Steve. You were right.
Yeah.
So JUCO to Wazoo.
No,
Was it just-
no.
JUCO to ECU, then Wazoo.
Oh, ECU, then Wazoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
And he actually in between there, he went to Alabama, but he wasn't going to play football. He was going to be a graduate assistant.
Yeah, the GA.
He was going to give up playing football, and then Washington State said, "Hey, come out here and play quarterback just one time."
And they did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that decision made him millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, good for him. That's cool.
Yeah, I think he even actually committed to like being a GA because I remember it's like he's going to Alabama to coach football. It's like, okay, that's awesome. And then he's like, he's not. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Plug him into the Mike Leach offense and he lights it on fire.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he was only there for a year. Yeah, because that was the situation where they were looking for a QB late because Tyler Holinsky passed
Oh,
away.
yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's
But-
great. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah, by the way, that was in real close to the same time where Mike Leach did a stream of consciousness of who would win in a fight in Pac-12 mascots.
Yep.
I remember that too. Yeah.
Man.
Was that Leach's last season at Wazoo, or did he stay for another one or two before Mississippi State?
I think the last year might have been Minshew.
I think it might have been 2. It's
Yeah, because
I
think that's what got him the Mississippi State job.
Yeah,
that year they won 9 or 10.
Yeah,
they were good. Mm-hmm.
He did one more.
Okay.
Yeah, they were that year. They were 11. They won 11 games that year.
Oh wow!
And because they won the bowl game and finished 11-2, then they were 6-7 his next year. Then the 20 COVID year was his first year at Mississippi State.
That's a fun hypothetical. Is Wazoo like in a big conference if Mike Leach stays head coach? Because they got left out. You know what I mean? But with Mike Leach, they were rolling.
So. Well, I could even do you one better than that. Is Washington State in a big conference if Lane Kiffin is not hired at Ole Miss? Because Lane Kiffin got hired at Ole Miss, and the Mississippi State knee-jerked and fired Joe Moorhead and hired Mike Leach.
That's there you go. The domino meme, right? Like,
and then the other added thing that around that 2020 season, Wazoo was actually really good the next year. Then Rolovich got fired because he wouldn't take the job, and they've been lousy. Well, Jimmy Rogers was decent last year, but now they're just a stepping stone. So you lost your good coach after 1 year.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by Jimmy Rogers last year when they came down to Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's good.
Yeah, I think Iowa State made a good hire, about as good as they can make.
They are going to struggle for a year or two. That whole roster got gutted, but I do think he'll be good, and they will be good in the long run.
Yeah, Matt Campbell was like the whole image that he had was like just a straight lace, no nonsense, take care of his guys and everything, and then he takes 60% of that roster with him to Penn State.
Yeah,
it's a bad look, buddy.
Yeah,
they've also only been good under him in like the last 50 years. They really haven't had any other coaches who have done well. I mean, you will fail to convince me how a Gene Chizik that goes 5-19 at Iowa State gets hired by Auburn.
And then he wins the national title.
Yeah,
and then wins a daddy.
Yeah.
Most insane thing ever.
Yeah, the whole thing that I think of is like Larry Coker, Ed Orgeron, or Gene Chizik. Which is the worst coach?
God, yeah.
Larry Coker, because those Miami teams were freaking loaded and
they got one. Yeah.
Larry Coker getting the job is the reason that Eli Manning didn't have Roscoe Parrish and Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about a different situation. Let those two people get the Oscar.
For sure.
Oh wow, Roscoe Parrish, who got flipped upside down by a Florida State player. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you wonder the 2001 Miami or 19 LSU with the really legit head coach. How much better could they have been? I mean, we're already talking about them as some of the best teams ever. Yeah.
My whole thing is everybody says, and they're absolutely right about it, it's the Jimmies and the Joes, not the X's and the O's.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad coach can actually do damage to what's going on, but your top level is going to be your top level regardless.
Right.
I kind of think I would make the opposite argument. I would make the argument that the fact that Ed Orgeron was kind of a figurehead and made the right hires and stayed the hell out of the offense, and had good coordinators underneath him. He had Joe Brady, who just, shot off like a rocket. Ensminger, was doing well as the OC.
Dave Aranda was a really good D coordinator.
Dave Aranda was a stud at D coordinator, at that time. And then he literally just caught lightning in a bottle, and he just had to sit back and, say, okay, just go. And they did. So are they that much better with a really good head coach? Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that Ed Orgeron did is he was okay just transforming the offense to that. Because if you remember the year before, even when he had Joe Burrow and they made like the Fiesta Bowl or something like that, it was the 3 yards in a cloud of dust Matt Leinart offense.
Right.
Mm-hmm. One team I'm super intrigued about this year and also just over the next couple of years is Michigan State with Pat Fitzgerald. I think that was a really good hire. So good. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I thought it was crazy that Northwestern fired him. I think that was at the peak of, all sorts of craziness, and he got the boot for no real reason. But
one fascinating thing with Fitzgerald too, and I remember commenting on this at the time, the day the portal opened, there were like 7 or 8 FCS and D2 guys that instantly went in the portal and committed to Michigan State, which told me Fitzgerald probably knew he was getting back in the game, and he was scouring those levels during the season for guys who could help out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And he is he's just a football. He's the guy that at Northwestern, you don't understand why Northwestern had him to begin with, but since he was like an alum, it's like, oh, he's never going to leave. He's going to be that guy forever. And then they do the stupid thing, and the best thing that could happen is he's coaching at another Big Ten school.
Yep.
Well, right. And the fact that he's now at Michigan State, who will put some resource. I mean, they put a ton of money into Mel Tucker and sunk that ship, but they're willing to put money up, and they hate the fact that Michigan is really good right now. And nobody's talking about Michigan State, who has had recent success. And now they've got a head coach who did more with less at Northwestern, better than anybody else in the country. And now he's going to have a lot more at Michigan State, and going to be able to get guys to come to Michigan State who he probably couldn't have gotten at Northwestern, have more money behind him. I'm just excited to see what that looks like over the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Got hired a Bama guy, Nick Sheridan, to be his O coordinator.
Yep. Sheridan is a good guy.
Great hire. Yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
I thought he did good. He was kind of, had one hand tied behind his back with Jay, Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
But I thought he did really good offense coordinator wise when he was the OC there at Alabama.
Yeah. Was that before the current offensive coordinator got there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was tight end coach, and then he was the OC, and then he moved on to
he was with those guys he was with them at Washington,
right?
And then came to Bama when Grubb went to the Seahawks.
Yep.
It basically was it kind of like hey, Grubb's available again, like he's coming, so you're either going or you're going to be co-OC kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Yep.
Makes sense.
He was he was on the staff last year and was like a QB's coach, and that kind of helped Ty Simpson become really good. And but I think he deserves an offense coordinator spot because I think he's really good at it.
Agreed.
He was at Tennessee with Butch too. It was one of his, I think, his first SEC or power conference
that's
job.
Right.
Tennessee, but with Butch. The show went fast today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure did. It's already been an hour. Good night.
Football's coming back, man. We now got things to talk about.
Yeah, it just rips on by.
Boss Ben is at Mississippi State and Vandy. You guys have next week. Your last 2 biscuits.
That's right.
Which one do you have?
I've got Mississippi State. Hammer's got Vandy.
Oh, who's got a vacation after that? I mean, good God.
Yeah, I know. We saved the best for last.
Yeah. And now, if it was Mississippi State and Arkansas, that's the only way.
Arkansas was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. We won't do this again. I think how we'll structure it next year. We tried to pair rivals for the most part together, a little bit. So I had Texas and OU and that sort of thing. So next year maybe we'll pair Ole Miss and Mississippi State together, Tennessee, Vandy, et cetera. So that. And also to try to balance it, right? Because, I mean, we'll see. But we've had the shows where the bad teams are on and you're like, me and all 5 of you guys hanging out, this.
Rick's there till the end.
Yeah. Rick, my main man, Rick, he's with us the whole way through. But everybody else is like, I don't want to.
It's also so much work for you guys because those episodes go so much longer.
Yeah.
They do.
They really do. Did the biscuit index for Arkansas, is it like a communion wafer?
It's Civil War hardtack would be one.
Yeah.
But I gave Hammer a bit of a hard time on the show last night because he had given Auburn a 3 and he gave Arkansas a 4. And I was like, oh, okay.
Good for Hammer.
Yeah, Auburn got the lowest this year of any team, which is a little surprising.
Was
but
Kentucky a 4 or a 5?
Kentucky, I think, was a 5. I have to go back and look. But
Wait, did you just kind of spoil Net Sweets saying that Auburn got the lowest of everybody else? Did you just
well, so far.
Okay, there you go.
I have not started diving into Mississippi State or to Vandy for Hammer. I know he hasn't either. So we'll dive in. We kind of wait until we get to that week of because these are a lot of work and they're fun to do it.
Yeah.
But.
All I gotta say is about Mississippi State, Kamaro Taylor. That dude is going to be a stud.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
No.
Yep. Score early to where they can't run the football. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Fluff Bothwell's pretty good too at running back. Their line just might not be good.
Yeah, but if you allow them to hang around the fourth quarter, you got to feel kind of shaking the knees.
Yeah.
They will have one of the best corners in the SEC. Jones, probably a first-round pick.
Yeah. So, hey, are we going to do picks for week 0, even though there's no SEC?
Yes, we got.
Okay,
we got to.
We did last year. We picked all.
That's the warm-up week.
Yeah.
We did last year, and I think I went undefeated, and then you guys were like, "Oh, we don't count this," and I was like, "What do you mean? I went undefeated. What are we talking about?"
We changed it, on the fly. We changed the rules.
Yeah, exactly. Move the goalposts when I go undefeated.
Yeah. When it comes to picks, there's everybody else and there's Becky.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how FanDuel does it. It's like Becky or the field.
Yeah. This year, I'm telling you, I'm piggybacking off of Becky.
I'm taking Becky. Yeah. Bet Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, her strategy was anything over 10 points, don't take it.
Yeah.
Smart.
And she won most of the time. I mean,
smart.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's 8 week 0 games.
Pretty good lineup.
4.
Yeah.
Actually,
4 of them. 4 or 5 of them are P4. So we have TCU North Carolina's in Dublin.
Yep.
San Jose State USC. NC State Virginia, which was going to be in Brazil but will now be in Charlottesville.
That's right.
Back, baby.
Jacksonville State goes to North Dakota State for NDSU's first FBS game.
Yeah,
Sacramento State in their first FBS game goes to Eastern Michigan. Hawaii at Stanford. New Mexico State at Florida State. And Memphis UNLV is the late night game out west. Because I had both those teams on this week. Yeah.
What we got to get out of here, but one thing I'm mad about, I was looking at the week 1 lineup. It's the weekend of course, Labor Day, and there's only one blooming game on Monday. It's like at 3:00. I'm like, what am I going to do the rest of the day? Like, we'll get up early. I'm going to drink coffee and not have anything to watch until that 3:00 game. Then what am I going to do the rest of the night? I need more games on Monday when I'm off.
Yeah, Florida State SMU's that Monday game.
Yeah.
We're the Sunday night game.
Yeah. They'll be playing on
two
Sunday.
good ones. Yep. Actually, 2. Yeah. I didn't realize that Sunday's the Apple Cup. Washington State is Sunday, September 6th.
Oh, okay.
That'll be fun. I'm excited to see the TCU North Carolina game because I want to see how much of a dumpster fire UNC is.
God. Somebody posted on Twitter is like, this is all you need to know about North Carolina. Bobby Petrino is the most stable part of that program.
It very well might be.
That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Wonder how Jordan's going to do calling plays.
Bill Belichick's son is on like some sort of a leave right now.
Medical, supposedly.
They did say it was medical. Yeah.
Well, medical leave.
Yeah.
And somebody said on Twitter is like, all I need to hear is like Steve Belichick said, "You're not my real mom" to Jordan.
Yeah, that's good.
It's going to seem stable, man, until they announce that Bobby Petrino's in a throuple with Jordan and Bill. And
Oh my God,
it's going to break loose, man. It's over.
Oh,
Chapel
well,
Hill's
they got rid of
burn.
the GM just ran. Why did the GM get fired? Does anybody know that?
Some HR thing. He's probably he
Yeah.
was hitting on some sorority chicks or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, there's some HR complaint.
The first time Bob Petrino comes to a press conference in a neck brace, it's just
Oh
we
my
know it's going to be. We know it's going to go downhill from there.
Well, if that happens, if he shows up in the press conference in a neck brace, they just won 11 games and had an unstoppable offense.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's a price we were willing to pay.
Right? Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep him away from the Harley Davidson dealerships.
Oh yeah. Keep him away from Jordan.
Roger Craig just showed up on camera, and he looks like an African American Mr. Bean now.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That sounds like a ChatGPT prompt.
Yeah.
Make Mr. Bean black.
Yeah.
It was, I just put him on there, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And now,
Oh
I
my
realize
God.
it's like, "Oh yeah, that he played 40 years ago. He's 70 years old." So
Yeah.
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 Oh,
You're about
gosh.
10 seconds ahead of me. I just saw it. So yeah, he does. That's super funny.
All right, Corey.
Maybe it was the gesture. All right, take us out, Corey.
all right, boys and girls. It is officially football season, so we are excited about that. We are all trying to catch Becky in the picks. So get excited about that. Get excited about joining us on this wonderful tour we call SEC After Dark. Joining us, not pictured, is Jeb Beecham, who's under the weather, and Hammer, one half of the Biscuits in SEC. We have Mike Huseman, off-season After Dark, also a regular contributor on Locked On Vandy. He has a super fan named CP3 who loves to
Chris Paul?
Yes, why the initials? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same guy, but
I doubt he's worried about Blaze Berlowitz versus Jared Curtis, but
he hates my Jared Curtis takes, but loves my haircut. So,
Hey, there you go.
so
You got
there's
something
some.
going for you.
yeah.
Mike Huseman, also a regular contributor to the Locked On Ole Miss Everydayers Club too. So check him out everywhere. Also, Mike Farrell Sports.
Our two upcoming episodes, we got back-to-back Locked On guests next week, Big 12. So Tuesday morning will be Cody from Locked On Oklahoma State, and Wednesday, Darian from Locked On Horned Frogs have a TCU episode.
Oh, nice.
Fun.
We got Boss Man, Biscuits and SEC. They got the Biscuit Index wrapping up next week with Vandy and Mississippi State. I don't see how you could do it any stronger than that. And you can check him and Hammer out every Wednesday night, every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
7 Central, 8 Eastern. Yes. Got it. And Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama. Check him out. Tie Talk Live with Stacey Blackwood and the Solo Mission. Bama After Dark. Stephen Willis, Locked On Ole Miss. Depends on what tweet you look at. He could range from anywhere from the number 1 Ole Miss podcast to the number 3 Ole Miss podcast. But he's
we're not even going to talk about that because all they're doing is rage engagement farming.
Yeah, he's only 4 million views ahead of number 2. So
Right.
just take that for what you will. But it is Stephen Willis, and he is dominating not only the Ole Miss sphere, but also the Locked On sphere as well. So, and I'm Corey Burton, Locked On Vandy, and Boss Man, you weren't here for this, and Locked On Falcons Hits. So bringing you short form Falcons content.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Starting on Monday. So I'm excited about that. That's why I'm wearing the shirt, and that's why
Cool.
got the poster.
Oh,
Nice.
dude, hey, the old school Falcons logo is the best Falcons logo by far. So I respect that you're wearing that on the shirt and got it up back on the wall. That's
My favorite one. It's the one I grew up on. And Steve, your poster's in the mail. Okay. So I know you've been dying to have one of those. So anyway, we are SEC After Dark, and until next week, we got training camp from here on out, and then it's regular season games.
Yep.
We're back. You should be back too. But check us out next week, and we'll talk to you then. We'll see you then. Go Dogs, anchor down, rise up.
Hotty toddy.
Roll Tide.
Gig 'em.
Spurs up.
And hotty toddy.
And rise up.